Hi, my crafty friends. Happy holidays for one. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving and you guys all have a wonderful holiday coming up. And yes, welcome to my messy craft room. Thank goodness in January is cleanup day. But anyhow, I wanted to share with you today a couple DIYs that will be gingerbread. But I did want to show you real quick. My little cups turned out great. I flipped them over to let them dry. And I'm just going to add some hangers on them, which I have in this box here somewhere. Okay, so we're not going to worry about the hooks. But I am going to... The truck, I am going to update. And I might do that in this video. I'm not sure. I ordered some more window clings. And... yeah, I ordered some... Don't look at all this. I ordered... oh, you can't see it in here. I ordered some more window clings, and it has a truck. And so I want to duplicate that truck onto the truck I just did. So this is the truck on the window cling that I want to do. I'm going to, don't mind this stuff because this is what I'm working on in this mess that I have here. And I just cleaned this part of my desk off so I can work. But I'm just going to cut short pieces of fishing line. And remember these little cups we made? And I'm just going to add a dab of glue on the back. And I surely should have put my finger protector on. If I can get to it in time before the glue dries. And I don't need this other one. Hurry up and get this down. Get this down. And there with my poor paint pen. And hold it in place. So here with my paint pen. That's my problem. Everything's falling. I have no room. Because I didn't have Christmas stuff like all the other YouTubers. And all this gingerbread stuff and everything. Oops. So I had to buy things. And here I got glue dripping on my water bottle. So I had to buy a lot of stuff this year. But I am getting my first paycheck ever. Yay, I'm super excited. At the end of this month. It's not much, but it's something. Better than nothing in my book. So I'm super excited about that. And you know what? I'm not even going to and so I'll show you these on the tree at the end of this video. If you all been following me, you know my tree coming along, but still a ways to go and I'm pretty behind. Oh god, now I got this stuck to my desk. And why is this glue? See, I don't like Spellbinder glue guns. They constantly leak on me, no matter which one I use. All the glue guns leak on me. It drives me insane. I guess that was stuck to my little thing. So I'm just going on a little bit of string. And I'll continue with that, and I'll do the same. I'm gonna actually tie this on. I just grab a piece and tie it on. So I gotta get this off because I'm not gonna be able to feel it. I don't have feeling in my hands as it is. So you all know I'm doing gingerbread. So guess what? I just broke this. Because you know what? I just pulled it out. Because I was pressing down on it. That was my fault. it wasn't a faulty of this. It was me. I just yanked it completely out of the dry spackle. But that's okay. I'll just glue it back in and tuck it way down there. So then I just hot glue my knot. Now, this is really thick wire, fishing line. So I'm just going to put a dab of hot glue on that knot to keep it. And pull it tighter. And might as well just finish it. And then we'll be back once I'm done. Here's a list of the items that you would need. Okay, my crafty friends, we are going to get to DIY number 1. Now, I've already had this stuff in my stash. I have 2 sets of these burners. I thrifted this, I don't know, or maybe I didn't even thrift it, I don't even know, but I have this little jar here. Birdhouse thing, and I have a shot glass. And I bought these, shoot, like 5 years ago, maybe longer, I don't know. And, of course, some Dollar Tree party beads. My sister gives me these all the time. So, all this stuff I had in my stash already. So, I'm going to give everything, wait, and, what color paint am I don't know. I do it that color. Maybe not do it that color. Maybe do it this color. Yeah, let's do it this color. Okay. So, let's bring it back down. So we're going to paint everything the khaki color. And if you're new here, let me say welcome. And if you're one of my crafty friends, thank you so much for supporting me and continue supporting me. I get whatever it's called. I don't know. It's and this, I can't even say the word. Anyhow, YouTube lets us know how many people of our subscribers still watch, and I have over 1,300 still watching me, which is awesome when I'm at 1,400 right now. So I just added some paint in the baggie, and I want to coat all these beads, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just swishing them around, trying to coat them with this khaki paint. You can choose any color of brown you would like. And so, anyhow, I want to say thank you all so very much. I appreciate and love you guys from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me that you're sticking with me, and all the ones who have subscribed recently. I've had over 150 subscribers recently since the beginning of December, which is awesome. And I'm just putting paper clips on these beads, and I'm going to go hang them somewhere to dry. That way, we can move on and get to painting. And I have no clue what the heck I'm doing. Oh, grabbing a sponge brush because I'm a dab it. So I'm going to not make you guys watch me paint all this, and we'll come back to the next DIY I'm working on. Okay, we're going to let that sit to the side and dry, and I really don't have any place to put it, but I have these bulbs I got at Walmart for 98 cents a piece. So I did buy them recently. And then I have a recyclable roll from wrapping paper. So I'm going to mark it trying to figure out how long I want it. So I decided on 8 inches. So I'm going to mark it at 8 inches, and I do not know why I did the second one, because I want a straight, completely edge. So don't do what I just did. Do it from the opposite end. You'll see me do that as I go and cut this, and it's like, what the heck am I doing? Now if you cut it like this, you're going to end up ripping it like I did. See? Oops. So I'm just going to cut that off and try to make it level best as I can. And here's where I was like, I started cutting it, or maybe I did cut it. Or no, I did cut it all the way. And I'm like, what the heck? I don't have a flat, complete, straight edge. And I was like, oh my goodness, I can't use that piece. I have to measure it and use it from this end, because I need one really good flat end. So I start cutting it, and then I decided, okay, I don't want it to rip, so I'm going to go around. And that's what I did. And I'm going to have to even it out to try to flatten it best as I can to make it level. And that's what I do here. Just try to make them level as possible. And I just flipped them over on my table to see. After I put my sponge and all in another bag, I'm going to take some white paint here. And that's a little tip. And I'm going to paint these things. When you need to keep painting, just put it in a baggie or a grocery bag. And I still have brushes sitting on my desk on baggies. And they're still fine. But if you're painting your house, put it in a grocery bag or Ziploc baggie and put it in your fridge. And so I'm going to sit here and give these a couple coats, and we'll come back. Okay, I gave them a couple coats. Now I have these medicine caps that I save. You know, you guys are following me. I'll tell you, save all your lids, etc., because you never know when you're going to need them. Well, guess what? These medicine caps are going to come in handy. So I'm going to use these as the bottom as my base. As soon as I get it on here level, oh my goodness. As soon as I get it on here even, which I had a heck of a time trying to do it freehand. So I'm just going to grab a pencil and I'm going to mark it. And then I noticed when I marked it, it was like right underneath the one lettering. So I didn't have to mark the second one. I just eyeballed it. So since my hands are so shaky, I have to hold the bottom to get it in place. And then I go and put another bead of hot glue around. And then I just add more hot glue on the second one, and I'm just going to glue that one on too. And add hot glue around that. And then I decide to give it some more paint. Paint the bottom of it. And where I put the hot glue. And then I take my heat gun to try to even out that glue. And that's where I decide to take my finger to spread it. And that way it'll, like you're doing caulk. I was trying to show it was like super bumpy, but the camera, I have it sped up so fast you can't tell. But like if you were doing caulk and you wouldn't even out your scene, just rub your finger along. So that's what I did. So I just heat up the glue, and it wasn't like super hot because I had my heat gun on low. And then I just give it a quick dry real quick. And then I'm going to do a couple more coats, and then we'll be back after that part's done. Now I went looking through my stash, and I had some really old tissue paper from way back. I'm gonna say this stuff is about 25 years old. Been in my filing cabinet with my scrapbooking paper. And back in the day, I used to save tissue paper that I liked in case I ever wanted to craft with it. So we are going to use a piece of this tissue paper. So I just cut a piece off, and I'm adding Mod Podge, and I'm just going to press it down on there. And I'm sorry I went out of frame here, but I do fix that. And I'm going to give it a coat of the Mod Podge. Oh, now you can see. And I know I don't stay long, but I do adjust my camera. And I start just, okay, you can see again. So I'm just adding the Mod Podge and wrapping the wrapping paper around, but I have to pull it towards me so I can try to make sure I get it even near the bottle cap. And that's why I keep pulling it towards me. So then I'm going to take a baggie here and just rub it along to smooth it out best as I can. And I cut it off. And I continue rubbing it. And then I'm going to cut the excess off, because I had it over too much. And continue rubbing it again. And then cut the very top off. And again, I apologize, I went out of frame, you guys. I didn't even realize it. I am sitting so far back from my desk. Now look at this. Is this the one where I did it? Yep. This is where I grabbed white paint. I have 2 bottles on my desk. One is white paint and one is Mod Podge, and I grabbed white paint. And yeah, I have to clean it off. I was like, oh my goodness. So thank goodness I had a baby wipes right there and wipe it right off. So here's the Mod Podge. So I'm going to give it a coat of Mod Podge. All over, and then the very bottom, as you see, as I'm doing here. And then you guys all know what's going to come next. The glitter. So I'm just going to grab my little tidy tray here and sprinkle some glitter all over this. And then we will do the second one. Just adding a little bit more Mod Podge on the bottom, making it super shiny, and tapping it in and setting that aside. And this is where I realized you guys really couldn't see what I was doing, so I gave it a coat, and giving a coat of Mod Podge after I put my tissue paper on. And then my glitter again. And then I will set all that aside to dry. And then off camera, all the brown stuff, I'm going to have to give it many, many coats. So we will come back when I am done with them and they are completely dried. And we can continue on the rest of our DIYs. So, see you guys soon. Okay, you guys, after so many coats of paint, I got them coated. And I'm going to take some Gorilla Glue epoxy. And yes, you don't have to use all your epoxy at once. You just pull back on the nozzle to keep it from coming out. So I'm going to add this onto a piece of tissue paper, wax paper. I'm trying to get it out. And I finally get it. You pull back, say pull back to save it, and put the cap back on. And then you take your popsicle stick and mix the two together. And now we are going to glue our two small pieces together of the burner covers. And I just put 4 little dabs on, and then we're going to do the same thing on the bigger part. Just like that, and make sure they're pretty even. Not going to be 100% perfect as Dollar Tree. And then I have my little house here. And I have no clue what the heck I'm doing right this second. Oh, grabbing my shot glass, and I'm going to add the epoxy on the very rim of the shot glass, so I can glue that onto the top right here of this jar. Add some epoxy to the bottom here. Then I'm going to add my burner cover, but I'm going to take it and flip that, make sure I have it into the center. Now you can use anything for your center. Just go through your little stash or look in Dollar Tree. There's so many different things. Or go to Dollar General or a thrift store. So I'm taking more of the epoxy, mixing it together again. So then we can add the bottom piece on and glue that. I want this to stay together, so that's why I'm using epoxy. So I'm going to add it to the bottom here of my ceramic little house. And I make sure I put a good amount on. Then I'm going to try to center that best as I can in the middle and set it down. Press it in place. And put something on top of them to hold them down while they start cure. The epoxy starts to cure. There was still some leftover epoxy, and I saw it wasn't touching all the areas, so I just added more and put it there. And then here's where I put like stuff on top to hold it in place. Now you gotta watch it, especially if you do a shot glass, because it's slippery and it will slide. So here I have some buttons I got at Hobby Lobby. And then I had them little gingerbread picks that I used in a lot of my DIYs. And I'm just deciding which one I want to use. Now, if you get them picks from Hobby Lobby, boy, that is a great deal. Because they come with so many. So you have tons of the mini gingerbread. If anything, I recommend to buy them. Because if you notice in my crafts, I use so many of them. And I will continue to use them. They are just so cute, and they're just great for your fake bakes and everything. So here I have the beads that I painted, and I'm cutting them in strands of 5. So I'm going to do both necklaces in strands of 5 for now. I try to even it out best as I can. So here's another angle. I started adding them on. So we're just going to add the hot glue and our little beads of strand of 5 beads, and then add one of these little gingerbreads on here. Then off camera, I did seal this whole thing with the shiny Mod Podge sealer glaze that I have in the spray can. I've showed it to you guys before if you followed me. So I'm just going to continue adding these on. It looks so cute. I love this. I can't wait for you guys to see the final reveal. Now when you do add the glaze coat on, it does darken it, so remember that. And I do go around after I'm done doing this and touch up any spots before I did put on the glaze. And here's where I add the top on. Then we'll be back to continue. So here's the final reveal. Here's my little light post. And I just got done decorating all this. I'm really behind. I don't know what all I'm decorating yet. Right now, this is what I got. I got so much more to pull out. And these posts aren't staying here. They're going into another spot in my kitchen, which you will see later on in a later video. But right now, we have a lot going on. Someone very close to me has passed away, and we just lost our dog yesterday, so things been rough. But I am doing a collab tomorrow and joining in with my friend Sabrina, and we are doing the Grinch. So that will be tomorrow at 8 p.m. So set your bell and timer and join us in for Grinchmas. That's what I'm calling it. So if you see things here you haven't seen before, that were handmade, I made them all my previous videos. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, like, and share, and tell me what you guys think of the 2 items I made so far. There was many more I wanted to get done, but I'm working on several videos and a lot just going on, like I said. So thanks for watching. God bless. See you guys on the next tutorial. Bye.